Welcome to the Weeb Lounge. Once again, I am Nick, and this is bottom tier character Tomozaki episode 2. And, well, the mission is on for Tomozaki to just talk to 3 girls, 2 of which are planned, and apparently a few are unplanned. Okay, from the end of the last episode, basically Tomozaki and Hinami's basically being a IRL game tutor, I guess, which means he has to, like, talk and do things and smile grinning behind a mask and pretend he has a cold and all this other stuff. Okay, yeah, he's not terribly good conversationalist, and, well, he has to talk to 3 different girls. That's the goal for the day, so I guess he's just going to do this or whatever. So he decides to talk to one and tries to borrow some tissues. She didn't have tissues, but the girl behind her did, so he got the tissues and everything. And he takes the tissues, pulls down the mask when he forgot that he's still doing the grinning exercise. He's wearing the mask because he's like smiling all the time underneath it, and he doesn't want to seem creepy, but he's trying to like flex some muscles or something here. I'm just going to assume Hinami knows what she's doing here, and of course, and he's just going along with it, so why not? But yeah, he pulls it down. He's still grinning, kind of creeps one of the girls out, and then takes the tissue, blows his nose right there, like really not undiscreet, you know. It's just kind of whatever. It's just weird. But here's the thing: he has to talk to a few girls, and I guess that kind of counts as 2. But there's this other girl that's like Minmi, Minmi, Minmi. And she has a couple other names, like Mimi was one of them. It's a super energetic blue-haired girl, and it's the type of girl that's just like super bubbly, really energetic, agrees with everything, and goes. Tomozaki shows up to like, it looked like a home ec class or lab class or something like that. Shows up a little early, and she kind of talks to him, and then he talks back, and he doesn't know how to have a conversation, so he's just kind of like young girls these days, you know, stuff. Me thinks he's like kind of playing with her or whatever, like jokingly or whatever, talking like an old guy on a TV show or something about the youth these days when he's the same age. She finds it hilarious. Nobody else does, because it's obvious social discomfort. But she finds it hilarious or whatever, and she's not making fun of him. She thinks he's just funny, which is a plus for him, I guess. It's whatever. Well, Hinami and, of course, you know, the group of 3 guys or whatever, the little clique there, come walking in. And, of course, you know, one of those guys is kind of... He's a bit of a jackass and everything, but he's like the leader of that little clique there. And, yeah, they take a vote to see who's, like, weird. And it was him, because stupid. I'm not too sure where this anime is going to go. I have a few hints and everything on it, but it's all about building Tomozaki's social structure, okay? His face muscles, trying to get his face muscles up there so he smiles more easily, and plus the tone over here, I guess, adds a little bit more of an attractive feature. If people smile all the time, it's one of 2 things. It kind of comes off as a little more attractive, or, depending how you do it, in Tomozaki's case right now, creepy. It's people who smile too much also have something hidden. There's a pessimist in me there. But yeah, so they have this group, they have the vote and everything. That kind of goes away, and now, you know, it's kind of, there's a little bit of posture in there, and I don't mean posturing or, you know, putting up a face, whatever. I mean actual postures, you know, staying straight or whatever. I know I can benefit from some posture, that's for damn sure. But yeah, that gets tiring after a while, and apparently he has to like clinch in order to stand upright or whatever. So much so that apparently, you know, another goal he had to have was to inject himself into a conversation of the group. He does this by saying, one of the guys was like, yeah, I'm doing strength training. So he kind of jumps in and is like, does that include your butt? Oh, it probably does include your butt. I mean, if you're doing squats, doing whatever it is that you're doing, the gluteus maximus is probably getting maxed out. It's not something that you don't ask that And in that way, you don't ask, and, well, he doesn't know a thing about any kind of exercise, I'm guessing. You know, he plays Tac Fam, the little Super Smash Brothers ripoff game and stuff, but yeah, that's not a way to inject yourself in a conversation without seeming weird, and it's weird, and Hinami has to bail him out again. Okay, this show, here's what I get from this show, okay? Right now, they're defining all the characters. You know, Hinami and her little girl group, those three guys, and then Tomozaki he's kind of on the outside looking in and almost kind of seeming like he's trying to find a way to mesh with both. Okay, now those two groups mesh perfectly fine, but you can kind of see a little bit of a division there. This, you know, the girls have their own thing, the guys have their own thing, and Tomozaki's just kind of there trying to figure out where to go. But he's got actually some keen instincts on this, because he's actually deciphering the social construct of all the characters. Like Minmi or whatever, she likes to bring up new topics. Hinami likes to expand and go on them, while everyone else in their little group just kind of follows along. And there's also Tama, who's the shorter girl with the short hair, who is like this real stubborn, whatever, speaks her mind, but Tomozaki also speaks his mind. And I'm getting into some real social shit and everything. I mean, I'm just kind of going off the wall. I don't know if any of you followed that little bit I just did. It's all about social construct, the groups, the peers, the cliques, and stuff. Yeah, this episode really just built character, and as bland as that kind of all sounds with the social construct and everything, you can see it starting to set up a bunch of different things. I mean, Tomozaki even, you know, found out that Minmi kind of lives near his area or whatever, and they actually walked home and had somewhat of a natural conversation, considering Tomozaki, I guess. I'll just leave it at that. And I guess overall the day is successful. He talks to more than what he needs to talk to, and then the next day he's got to do even more with the posture and the other stuff. So what they're doing is they're setting up the drama, I think. You know, because if you watch the anime in the first episode, you kind of figure that probably toward the end, Tomozaki and Hinami are going to be the couple, right? Tomozaki, the ultimate goal is to get a girlfriend, like in his third year or something like that, right? And the way Hinami and Tomozaki are going, I mean, we know it's probably going to go that way, or it's something really stupid's going to happen. We already know. Oh, man. I know you guys should like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button. Whether you like the goofy social stuff or constructs and clicks and all that, I don't know where I'm going with this one. I really don't. But they do enough social whatever interaction stuff it is, and enough little bit of comedic moments in it, because, you know, it's a comedy. It's not a drama or anything, at least not yet. And they do enough to keep you interested. All right, a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here. Just enough to be like, you know, I do want to see the next episode because stuff, okay? That's probably the best way I can explain it. There's nothing super crazy that goes on. You know, their alter egos are not exposed or nothing, and, you know, it's all kind of whatever. But Tomozaki is going to have to do one thing, and that is try to tiptoe around the fact that he knows Hinami a little bit more so than what everybody else knows, because the guy that leads the guy click thing or whatever, the jerk guy, I think he has a thing for Hinami probably, and if that ends up crossing wires, it'd probably be bad. It's coming off typical, atypical, kind of mixed mash. You can figure that's going to happen. Whatever. There's an interest somewhere. Anyways, before I get too tongue twisted, tied, and all this other stuff, because, you know, my social skills are, you know, kind of lacking myself. Is what it is, I guess. We'll see you in the next video.